All right, happy June the 5th, 2024. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and that like button and for sharing this video in advance. Really appreciate that. So this topic here is going to get me in trouble with you. But I'm going to cover it. This one's going to get me in trouble with you. I already know, but I'm going to cover it nonetheless. All right. Having to do with outer appearance. Okay. And I'm speaking to the ladies. Speaking to you ladies. All right. From the male perspective, I'm a male. From my perspective, I'm going to speak to you. I'm going to speak to you honestly and straight up. Okay? If you have any questions, you want to challenge what I'm saying, or you want to know why something is, I will have that conversation with you. Please hit me up in the comment section. We can discuss it. If you need greater clarity, likewise. All right? So anyways, ladies, let's talk about the dress, the way that, you know, the things you wear. Let's talk about that for a minute, okay? I'm gonna give you the real. I'm gonna be real straight up and down with you. I don't know, my phone has been loose lately. It's like really wiggling a lot. I'm gonna have to look into that. You ready? Let's do it. Women, ladies, it's obvious to me, obvious to guys. I'm speaking for guys, okay? I'm speaking from that perspective, all right? It's obvious to us that your bodies are one of your greater weapons. It's obvious to us. We know it. We know why you wear the things that you wear. We know why. You can say whatever you want to. You know, you can, blame us for objectifying you and, oogling, and you can blame us all you want, but you're not going to change our desires or our appreciation for the fine art of body sculpting. You're not going to change it. So stop with the excuses. We know what's going on. We're not stupid. Okay? First of all, let me just say this, all right? If your clothing fits you, snugly, tight. Now, I know you don't want to admit to being tight. You say it's stretchy. It's not tight. It's stretchy. Yeah, okay, ladies. Let's play semantics. Let's play word games. Because it's stretching because the fabric must give way to wrap itself or to encase your flesh, your curves. So it forms to them. And since you're bigger, I mean, when you look at the stretchy pants, leotards, whatever they're called, when you look at them before you put them on, they're about a third of the size of your leg. In order for you to get that leg, that thigh, into that small piece of polyester, cotton, whatever blend it is, it must stretch 3 times its size. That might suggest that it is a tight fit. All right, let's get off of that. So the point is, we know why, and then I've heard it pretty much all. I'm 47 now. I've heard it all, and I'm having fun. I'm not condemning you. I'm not trying to. That's not the point. All right, we're just having a conversation, because again, There's some things you need to know about us, and there's some things we need to know about you. And we're not going to get the truth from the media. Real talk. We're not going to get the truth from Atlanta Housewives. We're not going to get the truth. Any platform or any show or program that takes its existence through viewership, trying to think of the best way to put it, or is in existence for profit, they're not going to tell you the truth because controversy sells. That's just what it is, all right? So with that being said, we have to have these discussions so that you can get an understanding and we can get an understanding of each other. Honest, unapologetic conversation, just laying the truth out there. All right, so we know why you wear what you wear. We know that it is the animal kingdom, right? The female does her little dance. The peacock, whatever, fluffs their little feathers to indicate it is that time. I am ready. I am for sale. You can come shop here at this store. You know what I mean? Okay, so the animal kingdom, we're no different. We're no different. When you are out of season, when you are at the crib, when it is laundry day, when you ain't gonna put your eyebrows on, eyelashes on, you ain't gonna put any makeup on, you're not even gonna get dressed for the day. You ain't even gonna wash up for the day. You're just gonna throw on the sweatpants and chill around the crib, weave off everything, right? This is what I'm talking about. But there is a time where you like, I'm tired of sitting around the house. I want to feel appreciated, wanted, desired, beautiful, whatever, right? Then you know what you're going to do. You know what time it is. You knew when you went to the store, you said, I'm going to save this to wear for this particular time. It's a certain season. It's a moment in time. You're not always feeling that way. And so when you come out into the public, you got your for sale sign up. It is clear because we can see the ass. We can see the thighs. We can see the other stuff too. You know what I mean? Because the doggone pants are so tight, you don't leave anything to the imagination. I don't have to imagine anything. It's right there. All right. So with that being said, a little bit more on the more serious side, because a couple uploads now, I've been kind of sharing with you a conversation. This is where everything began on this topic, a conversation via Facebook with a young lady, right? And she had voiced the sentiment that females are purposely staying single because there are no good men left. Okay, so there's the context. Now, getting back to what we wear, etc., our for sale sign, okay? When you come out in public, okay, you have the opportunity to set the tone as to how we appreciate you, how we respect you, how we view you, how we think of you, etc., etc. That is up to you. That is up to you. And I'm not condemning. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just letting you know from a guy's perspective, a male's perspective. Okay? I'm just letting you know. So when you come out in the hot pants, the skinny pants, whatever you want, short, whatever, Daisy Dukes, I don't even know if y'all wear that anymore. But if you do, I want you to know you are setting a tone. You are setting a tone. So whatever you want to do, you do. Do you. All right? I'm not judging you. I'm just letting you know something. I am a guy. And I'm sort of an alpha / sigma, whatever they call us, males, and I'm straight. Women are attractive to me, and et cetera, right? So it's all good. I'm talking legitimately and genuinely from a male perspective. And I've got some age under me, right? 47. So you come out like that, I'm letting you know 100%. You can say that, well, you're objectifying me, or you're You're looking at me as a piece of meat. Ma'am, lady, girlfriend, I don't know you any way otherwise. You literally just came outside like that. I don't know your name, so, I ain't gonna call you by your name and be like, or, I don't know if you got children per se. I don't know anything about you except for what I see now. You walking down the street, or you just leaving the house, or you in the mall, or you out in public. All I know is what I see. So now you're gonna blame me for the idea that I have in my head about you, but all I see is ass, boobs, thighs, all the things, well, usually things that guys are like oogling over. We dream about that stuff. Come on, act like you don't know that. Act like you don't know that. We dream about that stuff. What do you think? That's what guys, what do they say? Guys think about sex I think it was 6 seconds. It might be 3. I'm not sure. Yeah. So, you know that already. That's nothing. Why does that shock you? It shouldn't shock you. So, here's the thing. Here's the consideration, ladies. If you were able to present your thought process, your mind, your level of professionalism, etc., etc., and that's the thing that gave us our impression, or first or otherwise impression about you, then we would be like, man, she got a mind on her. Ooh, her mind. But that's not the first thing we see. That's not the first thing that we perceive through our senses. The very first thing we see, the very first experience we get is sight. And so again, that sets the tone for the type and level of respect that we're going to have for you. So when you say things like, you know what, there ain't no good men left, let me ask you this question, and to thine own self be true. What do you mean? Do you mean that when you try to have an intellectual conversation, or you expect that they treat you a particular way when they address you right off the bat, right? You walking down the street and car pulls over on the side of the road. They used to do that. I don't know if they do that anymore in the hood, whatever, where I grew up, that's how it was. But when they pull over, let's just say, go with me here, I know I'm dating myself, but they pull over in their car on the side of the road, put their hazard lights on, it looks ridiculous, and they following you down the street, they got their window down. What are they saying to you? Are they saying, wow, I wonder what profession she is in? She must be a doctor or a lawyer or a CPA or a nurse. Are they saying stuff like that? Probably not, because back in the day, I remember, man, come on now. I drove down the streets, okay? And when I saw you out there, you were in Daisy Dukes back in the day, okay? I know that's not what it is right now. Quit. You laughing because I'm dating myself like Daisy. Who does Daisy Dukes anymore? I get it. But you get my point. I'm just trying to make a point, all right? Hopefully you're picking it up. That when we're having that initial conversation, we're not talking to you on some type of professional level of respect and admiration and all that kind of stuff. Why? Because that is not the premier thought. That is not what you instill in us on that first meeting. Not if you are dressed like, you're out always having a hot girl summer. If you dress like that, that's not, we go along with exactly what you dress like, is what I'm saying. And so vice versa, if you were walking with a professional look, like a business attire kind of, and I'm not saying that you should. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nobody gonna be wearing, I can hear you. Ain't nobody gonna be wearing a business suit in the summertime, the sunshine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get it. I'm just saying. I'm just making a point. Okay, that we're reading what you put on the cover, whatever the for sale sign, whatever the product you're trying to sell, we're reading that, and that's how we're making our judgment on the interaction with you. I don't care if you're in a club at nighttime, I don't, or we're on the beach. It does not matter. Just know that that's what's going on. So if you're looking for a good guy, quote unquote good guy, or there ain't no good guys out there, I would have to say at least take a little bit of the onus upon yourself and ask yourself, how are you marketing and advertising your product? Are you advertising and marketing your brain as your product, your mind, your intellect as your product, or are you marketing your sexuality, your hips, your curves, your ass, what I'm saying? What are you marketing? What are you selling? Now ask yourself, where are all the good guys at? Because I think the guy that you're probably looking for, if you are one of those ladies saying that there are no more good guys left, I think who you mean, who you would like to have an experience with, I think is more like a Denzel Washington. Now, I don't know that man. I know his acting. I don't know what he's like in real life. So I'm not, you get what I'm saying? So don't take it with a grain of salt. I'm just saying the persona that he puts off and that most people respect him for, you probably want that suave debonair guy, nicely dressed, close shaved head, ain't sagging his pants, has obviously a career, probably drives a very nice ride. He has security. You're looking for all that stuff. Probably a great dad to his children. You see what I'm saying? Confident, alpha. You know what I mean? You probably want that, right? Right? Yeah, probably. But that Shaquisha, and I'm trying to use a really odd name so I don't offend anybody. Boquisha, I don't know. That ain't happening. he ain't, that ain't, nope, it ain't happening. Okay, so don't be that, or don't put out that, um, the law of attraction. Don't put that out. That law of magnetism, or whatever you want to call it, attraction. Don't put that out, because that's what you're going to attract. That's what you're going to get back. Okay, and you ain't going to like that. Not if you don't like being objectified, right? If you're going to sell sex, then essentially you're going to catch that type of fish. If you're going to sell that bait, if you're going to put that bait out there in the sea of, of people in the public, then that's the type of fish you're going to catch. Does that make sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? All right. So I just wanted to, I was fighting with myself as to even discuss this, because I know it becomes personal. People get offended, etc., etc. But I hope you know that I mean it from a good place, because you're posing the question. You're wanting to know where all the good guys are at. But I contend that you're not setting yourself up for the best opportunity and chances either. Listen, I spoke on it yesterday and other days before. It's going to be very slim pickings on the gentleman's side, on the guy's side, right? To find a good, productive, honorable man. It's going to be very slim pickings. I know you're already feeling it now. So the last thing you want to do is further slim down your chances by putting out the wrong, by tarnishing your reputation and putting out the wrong, what am I trying to say? Giving the wrong impression about yourself right off the jump. Okay. And also consider that as the pool of decent men, good men, or whatever you call it, slims down more and more, the guys are going to become more selective. So you don't want to be that girl, right? You don't want to be that girl. So, and I'm not saying that just because you dress sexy, that you are that type of girl. I'm just saying, when a guy approaches you and doesn't know who you are, doesn't know you for the mind, doesn't know you for your profession, doesn't know you for your intellect, the first thing that we are going to pay attention to and read from you, okay, is what we is based on what we see. Can you use that information? Is that going to help? Are you actually going to do something about it? Yes, your body is powerful. It will catch something. It will catch something, but you're probably going to keep catching. I don't want to use a name because I don't want to offend anybody. You see what I'm saying? You're going to keep catching that same type because you keep putting out the sexuality bait. So you keep putting that bait out, it's just going to be all about sexuality. And, we're going to tell you whatever you want to hear. Oh, yes, baby. Yes. I want everything that you saying you want to. Oh, we're going to tell you all of that. We're going to tell you. And you know what? It gets so significant that a lot of us guys actually mean what we're saying at the time. Because guess what? What you sold us, that body, that sexuality, we want that more than anything in the world at that time. No, it's not necessarily that that we're trying to be dogs about it, meaning, we tricked you into being with us. Now we're going to show our horns and all. So it ain't like that for everybody. At that particular point in time, I was willing to risk it all for that body. And that body's so banging that, you know what? I take the risk that I might not really like her mind, but for right now, I'm a conqueror. I'm a hunter. That is natural in us. We testosterone, baby. That's what we are. So sometimes we'll take that risk. And somewhere in the recesses of our mind, we're like, what's my out though? What's my out? What's my out? What if this doesn't work out? What's my out? Okay. All right. Well, I don't really owe her anything. She don't really owe me nothing. So, I mean, it's sex, man. It ain't like we married or nothing like that. This is the type of rationale that's going through the mind at that moment. As soon as you say yes, as soon as you jump in the car, as soon as we go out on that first date. Okay. Oh yeah. We thinking about it. We like, ooh, I already know if I get that, ooh, how much does she like me? You know what I mean? I promise you, we thinking that. How much does she really like me though? Ooh, and she got a kid or what? Ooh, damn, but her body. And then we on the phone calling up. Hey, cuz, you see old girl? What? Bro. Oh, I'm at that. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And it ain't that we are trying, like I said, trying to be dog. We just being men. And our emotion and our temperament and our testosterone is all mixing together. And listen, ladies, no matter how confident we come across, we don't even know ourselves yet. So that what you're calling being a dog, and that what you're calling being wrong, or calling your girl, he's so bogus and blah, 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 he did this and blah, blah, blah. You don't even realize we don't even really know ourselves that well. We still boys growing up to be men. Some of us, especially if you look like me, we don't start maturing until we 30 something years old. Some of us 40. I'm just telling you the truth. So hopefully it will take, this is 24 minutes. Yeah, this is one of them difficult topics. But we got to have this conversation, y'all. We got to have it. And you should share this conversation with somebody else. And men, what I'm saying is true. So just keep it real. What I'm saying is true. I'm not trying to out, or what they call that, simping and all that. I'm not trying to, that's not what this is about. I legitimately have created this platform to help both sides out. We have to start having these conversations and talk. If we truly care about each other, we truly care about our community, and truly care about our children, because they got to grow up in the mess that we're causing. Nah? Yep. They got to grow up in the mess that we're causing. And they are going to be 13, 14, 15, 16, starting their dating career. And guess where they learn from? Well, let me put it to you this way. You want them to learn from you, Or you want them to learn from Atlanta Housewives? Huh? You want them to push that kind of BS? Empire and all the drama and stuff? Them gonna be your grandkids. Huh? You want them fighting and killing each other and what have you? Think these things through, y'all. We grown now. We ain't got to perpetuate all the drama and stuff that our parents and uncles and aunties did. We can change this paradigm. It's all about us. Cut the TV off. Stop being entertained in the mind, contained in the mind with this garbage. We learned some bad habits, but we can let them bad habits go. And we can start a whole new paradigm in relations. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's what this platform is about. And we ain't just talking about male and female relations. We're talking about all kinds of relations. You know, we're not one-dimensional here at Knowledge World. We're going to be talking about all of this stuff because these are conversations that just need to be had. And I hope you're on board with that. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you ain't too upset with me, but I'm going to tell it like it is, man. And there's going to be more. And if you got questions, put them in the comment section. Look, I shouldn't be the only one talking. You think about this stuff all the time. You know you do. And you just going to go past this video as if you don't know what I'm talking about. And then you're going to be sitting there Friday night and Saturday like, you know, should I even go out? There ain't no good men out here. Well, I'm trying to show you what's up. And ain't none of y'all said a word yet. None of y'all talking yet. So y'all just going to keep perpetuating the same thing, thinking you're going to get different results. That's called insanity, and you know dang on well that's what it's called. I don't know why y'all playing around. So let's have this conversation. Guys, you too, sound off. What else you going to do? Because you thirsty too. Because I talk to y'all all the time. You thirsty too. Talking about Tinder. You a grown man. Get your off Tinder and start, you know, socializing again. You got to earn some things. It ain't stop the easy swipe left and all. Man, we didn't grow up like that. You 40 years old on Tinder, you need your butt whooped. I'm going to just tell you. Quit being scared and start talking to these ladies again, you know, and show them you got moxie to you, that you are alpha or sigma, whatever you are. And stop this swipe to the left, swipe to the right crap. You fell right off into that. And look at the relationship status you in right now. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna tell it like it is. Hate me or love me. I'm gonna tell you like it is. Because we can do something about it. All right. With that being said, 27 minutes. Wow. All right. I hope this helps somebody. Please, if you enjoy the topic, do this thing right here. Just hit that thumbs up button for me one time or two. No, don't hit it twice. One time. And make sure that you share this. Let's have this conversation. I'm going to just keep it going. We're just going to keep talking about this stuff until y'all start talking back and we start making some headway. We can start groups. We can do anything. We can start, we can do lives. We can do Zoom meetings. We can do whatever. You know, I'm not coming to you or trying to come to you as some kind of paper professional. I'm coming to you as somebody that came up in the bad stuff, right? That I'm talking from experiences, not from paper. Those other psychologists and psychiatrists and all them kind of stuff, they pushing paper. They did 4-6 years, whatever, you know, and half of them ain't never even been to the hood. 3/4 of them probably ain't never even been to the hood, and they trying to help you out. But anyways, I digress. All right, so that's what it is. We'll talk to you next time on the next upload. Time to go work out. Make it a great day. It is Wednesday. Yeah, June the 5th. The time is fleeting. Let's start fixing some of these things. You want to have joy. You don't have to have what your mom and dad had, you know, divided household, don't know how to understand the male, don't know how to understand the female, don't know how to conversate with the female relationally, have high expectations, but don't know which expectation is the actual expectation you should have on the other individual. That's all bogus. It's a waste of freaking energy. 10 years here, 5 years here, just tapping away your life force. Tired yet? Let's do this. Peace.